start to record. It's okay. I start recording now. Sorry, it's okay. Well, this is the important part actually. Before was the chit chat that I think nobody cares about. So now it's recording. It's recording. Let me double check again. Yeah, it's recording. On the screen sharing. Yeah, I'm here on the screen sharing, but I mean, I'm gonna put here so you guys can see. If you can guide me into where. This is silent. Camera. Stop the screen sharing. It's in Spanish, so that doesn't help. But screens. Okay. Okay, let's do it. I will stop this one, and I reopen sharing the tab. Okay. Thank you, man, for the insight, also. I gonna close it 1 second and reopen. Okay, guys. It will be here. Maybe I don't need even to close. Just like not sharing the screen. I can change here, right? I can do here. Yeah. Go live. You can listen now? The audio? Yeah. Thanks, Liloso. Oh, yes. Nice, man. Liloso, you are a savior. And Seg is here. Guys, I might be like saying your names wrong because I'm not really sure the pronunciation. So Sage, I don't know how to say your name, man. Oh,
Sage.
I say again.
Sage.
Okay. Because my accent is super Spanish. It's like I have problems pronouncing English stuff. So sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start playing now. Too much talking things that are not important. Okay, we are here. Can I put this in full screen? Pixel pincher? I don't know if I can do that with F something, right? F11? It won't get bigger? Okay, but at least more pretty like that. Okay, I'm gonna start playing. I like the music, very nice. I can see you have used the assets from the UI too, right? I think this is from the UI assets. Okay, so start the game. Let's go. We have here different characters. Human, okay, they have like different HP, damage values, and speed. I assume is for moving. Which one you want me to play with? You guys want me to pick a specific one, or I should pick the one I want? Okay, no one said anything, so I'm gonna go with the goalie. Because yes, why not? Okay. Oh man, it moved very fast. Is this meant to be played this fast, or is it because my screen rate is too high? Whoa, wait, what happened? Open something. I broke something. I don't know what happened. Okay, I have lost. Give me a second. I need to put the rate smaller. Wait, give me a second. I think I can do it here. I have 240 Earth. I'm going to 60. No, this is not this one. Is this one? 60 Earth should be okay. Okay, 60. Okay, I put 60 now. It was 140. That's why. I think it happens to me before with one of your games. Pixel pincher. Oh, Commander LOL is here. That's too welcome, man. Man, we are a lot of people. I'm so happy. A lot of people show up. I wasn't sure what will happen. Okay, I'm gonna play again, okay? Before I couldn't actually play properly. It was too fast. Okay, this is different now. I'm not sure about the controls. I can shoot. Hey. Controls don't work well, man. It go crazy when I click the screen. When I click the screen, I lost the control. Now I recover control. It was going like walking in diagonals. Here is a weapon. How I pick the weapon? Yeah, I'm dead. yeah, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Pincher. So bad. I couldn't do it well. Can you explain me how to shot? And now, where am I? Okay, game pause, but I'm dead, right? Why the camera is following this elf? Controls are either switching or game controller. What the Q does? Okay, maybe I should be playing with the game controller. Okay. It's fine. It's cool. But how I shoot? I am supposed to shoot people? Oh, where is my controller? I don't know where. Okay, but the weapon, I need to pick the weapon from the ground or what? I saw there is weapons on the ground, but I don't know how to pick them. Yeah, that's true, Bowsy. I like it follows people. Okay, I'm in the controller now. What happened? Main menu, start game. What I need to do to put the controller working? I need to press something. Controls are either WSD plus Q and E for switching or game controller. I need to do something to activate game controller or it works. Okay, got it. Here we go. I'm gonna take the human now. Okay, this is working. Okay, now I can kick people. Okay, it get back. Look, it's like hitting all the time. So something with the input happened. Hey man, but I like it is like a multiplayer game, right? It's like the idea is like an arena. Like the other people is other players. I get that feeling at least. I don't know if that was your intent. That's other player weapon. You can see next to their names. I see. I'm getting. Where can I find weapons? There is a bow there. Okay. Okay. And it's fun. It's actually pretty cool. This one in multiplayer will be fun. Okay. You need to kill people. That's why time thieves, I assume. You need to kill people to get more time to play more. Is that correct? I get it right? They drop their time. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill one because I didn't kill anyone. Okay, I see now. Everybody's running to take the. There is this thing here. I took, but my life is full, my HP, so didn't have effect. I think. Oh man, what is shooting me? It's a dwarf behind the house. And you guys now you know that are dodge, yeah, and it's like I'm a pro. But you guys, you guys know why I don't play Fortnite. Oh, look that one. That guy took it. Come on. Wait, time. That pesky guy. Hey, it's good, man. It's good. It's fun. It works well, at the beginning was a bit chaotic because I don't know what I have to do, and the speed of the game was too crazy. But yeah, man, it's like a battle. How you call this game, guys? Battleground? No, battleground. No. What? No. Battle royale. I forgot my words. I can't concentrate in playing and talking at the same time. But that guy is outside. Why he's not dying? Ah, okay. He's dying. Like time is going faster when you are in the blue area, right? Is that right? I died. Ah, because no time. Okay, the goblin win. Yeah, it's quite good. I like it. It's neat and the concept is clear. I understood. It was a blind playtest and I didn't know anything about the game, and I think I catch the concept pretty fast without knowing anything. Let me read a little bit the chat. I'm gonna switch off the music for now. Uh, yeah, man, the goblin. Uh, it's difficult. I have to say, it's difficult to aim because the aiming is just eight directions, right? So you don't have fine aiming. Like you need to be in the correct lines or like orthogonal or diagonal. So it's a bit difficult to aim in, but I mean the concept is clear. The the controls are okay. You know, it's like you is responsive to what are you doing, and you made the game in very short time. So it's fun to play. I would want to play more. To be honest, it's like I will be playing another one and another one for a while, and will be okay. It's fun game, and if you have this multiplayer, it's definitely fun. I think will be very fun actually. And the thing with the time is cool. I like it. It forces you to put yourself in risk. I like that. That is I will say I get from this game. I don't know if you saw this mechanic in different game or you came up with this by yourself. But in the battle royales, many times I feel like just people hide. It's better hide and let people to kill each other. But the fact that your life has to be with the time you steal from other people, force you to go into the fray and to be in the middle of the mess. So I think that's great in this kind of game because you cannot hide. And like sometimes the battle royales are just like about waiting. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe you guys already speak about that when the other people was playing the game, and maybe you get this feedback. But this is what I feel about the mechanics and how it is implemented. I can switch my weapon. With the triggers. Okay, so I can take different weapons. That would be cool. Yeah. The aiming is precise. Okay, then I was aiming very badly. Okay, they make. Okay, got it. Yeah, I think it's a fun. I'm agree with you, Commander Lord. Yeah. Yeah, Bowsy, that is one. Another maybe would be good to have a crosshair some point in the middle, so you know where you are aiming because right now you don't have even a clue. But if you have a red dot or like a crosshair that when you are like pressing the shooting button, when you are like doing this with the bow, while you are pushing before you let it go, release the arrow, will be nice if there is like some visual clue because that will help a lot to aim. Even you can have some items that make the aiming better in some way, like with more like visual clues, or you can have it longer. You can have like maybe like the how you call that in English? I forgot the words. The guys that are far away with a rifle, and maybe you get the crosshair way more far from you. That will be bad because close people maybe is more difficult, but you will be able to aim precisely people that is very far. I don't know if you get the concept I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Bouncy. It looks like other players, like honestly. it has a very like multiplayer vibes, which is good actually. Pixel Pincher, like you could make it multiplayer, and already you have bots that can be in the game. So even people enter the game and there is no enough like online players to have like a busy match, but human players can be mixed with bots. And I don't think it will be very bad, because these bots, I don't know, maybe if I play way more and I train myself into playing this game, maybe I realize, okay, the bots, you can catch the bots here and there, and maybe there is some like patterns you can easily kill the bots or whatever. I'm not sure about that, but the thing is like they move quite organically and doing things. So if there is like human players and bots at the same time, I think it will be okay and still fun. Yeah, Pixel Pincher, yeah, you have there, man, you can become rich with this. And you have a lot of skins here in Mini Fantasy already ready to be used. Yeah, but it was good, man. It was fun. Like very nice. Yeah, Bowsy, yeah. Yeah, it will be like really. I think multiplayer with. I want you to make now this multiplayer. It will be really fun to play with you guys. Yeah, that one man, 24 people that are in your class. You know all of them. This will be hilarious. It will be so much fun. Yeah, it was good, man. Let's go to the next one. Mm, Yeah, I think this is a good filler game because the match is very fast. I mean, you can do something to make it more long, but I think this is a good thing. It feels very casual because games are very fast. Like a match will finish in minutes, but you get that feeling of I want to play one more time. Or at least I get that feeling of I want to play one more time. And maybe you will not play in this for hours and hours and hours, or maybe yes, who knows? But this is something that I would play like with friends. If this is a popular game, then there is like a player base, I will not mind to play with my friends, like to have a match of this because you can jump in fast, and it might be like even something if you want to play another like online game with your friends and you are waiting for people from your team or something. If you are playing something that is teams and you can have like just a fast quick match while waiting or something like that, that's good. Yeah, Commander Lord. Multiplayer. Go pick some pins. You have work to do. Yeah, I'm reading you guys. Two suggestions have the same voice. I don't understand, Mousy, what you mean. Hey, guys, if some of you want to add something, you can talk if you want. Eh? No pressure. No pressure. I know maybe you don't want, but if you want to join and say by voice, please feel free to share the feedback you have for Pixel Pincher. Ah, okay, I see, Mousy. Okay, as a way to decide what assets we're gonna make, you mean that? Okay, yeah, sure, man, we can do that. I mean, I'm planning. This thing we are doing today is partially is to play test, mainly is to play test your games from the jam, but I'm planning to do next year, starting in next year, like at least one monthly live streaming that I plan to actually live stream my day. So I will be working and talking to you guys. If someone show up, I will be online for like I don't know hours. Like hours is like 5 to 8 hours all day basically, and I will be like drawing, making assets, but chilling. So I will be talking to you guys and doing things, and even that we can play one uh, time thieves, and then to decide what is the next asset I will be working on, or something like someone want me to make something specific. So it's a match, and yeah. Okay, I don't know if you guys want to add something, or you Pixel Pincher want to say something about the game, or thoughts or conclusions you have get after seeing me playing and what people have said so far. If someone want to add something, please feel free to do it. If not, we will move to the next game. Yeah, the name is great, man. The name, I love it, and it is really good name for the game. Love it. It's great. It fits perfectly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The learning curve was good. Like, it's true, I have to ask a couple things about the controls because I wasn't sure at the beginning, and at the beginning it was extremely fast because the frame rate, not related to the game. But yeah, I think I get it quite fast. I First game I didn't understand anything. I didn't know even I can take the weapons. It's good you can see the icon on player's head about what weapon they have, but it was confusing at the same time because it are the same icons that the weapons on the ground. So I was trying to get the weapon in one of the matches at the beginning, and I was failing because it was not an item. It was just like the information. That's the only thing that confused me. But as soon as I understood that, it was easy and it was fun, like looking for the weapons and everything. Yeah, and the controls are super simple, so no problems there. Yeah, or different color or something. Yes, or maybe in a box. I don't know, like something that makes you feel that those are not items on the ground. Yeah. So should we move to the next one? Close this one. Oops. Guys, give me a second. I need to share the screen. Here, go live. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, smaller icons or something. Yes, okay. So we go to the next one. Which one is the next one? You see me, right? I think you see me because yeah, you see the screen, right? Yeah, the screen is here. Nothing. I get confused with this yet because the first time I do. We have two more games. I don't know if you guys have more games you want me to play. You just let me know. Huh? I have here these two games, Trader and Trials of Naporia. Commander Lord, you are Trader, right? The Trader Tales is yours. We start with that one, like if it is yours, because the other one, Trials of Naporia, I think is Tiny Team, but it's not here. Okay, let's see if it works. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So far it is working. Okay, this screen is awesome. I love it. How you made this? Or who made this? This is very evocative. I like it, man. It's very nice. New game. Continue. Tips. Should I read tips? I will not read tips because I want to see what happens if I don't read any tips. And then if I have problems, I will read the tips. The menu background. Artificial intelligence art. That's great. It's very nice. I love it. And yeah, I don't know what the game is about yet, but it set my mood. I don't know. It's cool. It put you in the mood of I don't know what, but I'm imagining already what the game will be about. Okay, okay, got it. There is something, Commander Lord, you want to say before I start playing? Uh, to me or to the others? There is something you want me to read about the game or just start playing? Okay, that's cool. Okay, new game then? Okay, here we go. Oh, trepidation. Okay, I'm going to read. I'm the worst reading in English. Sorry, guys. I will try to read out loud, but sorry if it sounds fun or whatever. Trepidation, your journey begins. As you step off of the docks onto the sickly grass below, the stillness of the scene before you confirms the rumors that leads you to this remote island. That lead to you to this remote island. Okay, got it. A folk course, born of dark magics and bad intentions, has settled in the residents of the island stand within their boundaries. None of the local citizens can step foot into the fields, roads, or desert. They cannot harvest the crops, and food supplies dwindle. I don't know what that means, and I don't know even how you pronounce that word. Please tell me someone while I continue with it in the chat. The only place of this island still producing food is the hilltop monastery, whose fields sit within the walls of the cathedral. They are ready. Okay, guys, got it. Thank you. Thank you for the assistance. If only there were an enterprising merchant able to travel between these city towns, supplying them with the food they so desperately need, and making a pretty penny in the process. And we are that person, right? That merchant. I like the lore. It's good. It put me already in the feeling of let's go in an adventure. Apologies for all the typo. It's okay, no worries, man. No words for that. So I'm so bad in that I didn't notice them. So no worries. For me, it's this perfect English, Shakespeare English level. For me, I didn't see any problem. Trepidation, your journey begins. Continue. Yeah. Okay, I'm the bag. I assume. I don't know if I can control. Okay. It was automatic, so I assume I came from the boat. Yes, because it says, and I went to the first town. How you enter Whitestone? Travel, merchant, tavern, set off for Silver Field, 10 kilometers, Emerald Hollows, 16 kilometers. Okay, this is the places I can go, I assume. These are my assumptions. I have money here. I can go in this town. I assume I can go to the merchant that will open a new menu here. We will try now. Tavern that will open another menu here. And I think we're in the travel menu. Is that correct? I think this tab is for travel, right? Because I will choose different places. This is what I understood. Okay, cool. An idea will be like there is an arrow or something here, or maybe this line breaks when you are in that tab. So I will know I'm in the travel tab. Because now I don't know I'm in the travel tab. It's just an idea. I know you didn't have time for polish things out, but this is my first thing that I think will help to read what's going on. Okay, merchant. You find an array of goods to buy. Okay. I don't know if I have goods already. Probably not. I'm not sure, but we have 500 gold. I'm gonna buy something. These people is hungry, right? So buying bread sounds like a good idea to sell to other people. I'm gonna buy some bread. I don't have. Okay, here is how many of them I have. Now I have 3 breads and nothing of the other things. Some breads, weapons, because who knows, it's always good to have some swords. I'm gonna buy some. I don't know how many of these good, but 6 swords. Armor. I buy a bit too. And yeah, we will need a spare wheel because I don't know. Something tell me that they might get broken in the way. Oh man, those are expensive. That is important, eh? Okay, let's go with this for the moment to the tavern. A strange bartender eyes you suspiciously. The atmosphere is generally lively and upbeat, but as you glance around, you notice a few worried faces. They're gonna give me a tip if I pay. My cousin over in Whitestone is a dab hand and making a dog. Doesn't usually have the supplies for it. Okay, so it's a guy that needs supplies to make dog, right? Like dog is something for make bread, right? Okay. I don't know if that's good, but I'm gonna try. He tell me where. I lost it. I lost the tip. I cannot review the tips, right? He say the name of a place. I don't know if it was one of these names. Don't tell me. If it was my fault, I should pay more attention. I'm gonna wait to read your input. Whitestone. I'm in Whitestone. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to I'm going to travel. Yeah, you can see the tips again. Adding a journal for tips might be good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that maybe will be good. If I don't know how important the tips are, but if there is some like information you need, it depends on what you want to achieve, maybe if you want a more like pen and paper type of thing that the information is given to you and not automatically recorded. I personally like that. I don't really like a lot the hand-holding things in RPGs. I like when you need to pay attention to things because that makes you be more role-playing, like you actually need to take more the role of what you are supposed to be. So I don't know, if your game go more into you need to remember and make your own notes or maps, it can be fun too. I like that, but I understand if that's not for everybody. But I like that kind of gameplay. Yeah, something like that, yeah. If the game lets you clearly know, like you will not see the tips all the time, that might be nice, yeah. Okay, we're gonna try Silverfield, Emerald Hollow, or East Torment Monastery. I'm gonna go to Silverfield because it's closer. So let's see what happens. Reputation, you see a small shrine. Off to the side of the path is located a small offering shrine to some forgotten god, cheap and covered in moss. Around the base of the shrine you see some small totems and other miscellaneous offerings. Do you want to leave anything for these ancient gods? 100 gold, no way. A gold piece? I don't know, man. It's like a gold piece. Come on. This is like throwing some coin into the wheel or something like that, right? 100 gold, no, because I don't even know how many gold I have. This is another thing. You should put here like the information somewhere so you know how many gold I have. I don't know even if I'm able to pay 100 now. I think I can. I think I have 100 something, but anyway, 1 gold. This is my shrine. You walk up to the shrine and leave a single good. This is fun. This is fun bag. Okay, no problem. It's fine. I like this book too. And leave a single gold piece that you walk away. You feel a warmth inside. Your hunger has this decrease. Look, lost some gold. It's fine. Just one gold, and now our belly is full. Continue. 7 kilometers. Man, it's fun, the game. I like it. It is engaging. It's kind of like nice. How you say the word in English? Man, when you tell a history, like narrative game, I like it. It's the music as well put you in the mood. It's nice. I'm liking it so far. A rustle in the buses. While taking a rest along the road, you hear a suspicious rustling in the nearby buses. A sort of creatures and curatings live in the wilds. Do you wish to investigate? It will take some time to do so. Man, what do we do? I'm going to consult with you guys because we are together in this. We are the crew of the caravan. So what do you guys think is better to do? Let's decide. This is like a joint decision. The whole crew has to say. Adventure, say Pixel Pincher. You don't hear the music? Oh man, that's my bad. I gonna put the it's because I didn't share the correct screen. Give me a second. I'm changing the screen. Now you should. Music on now. With music is way better. I can imagine this without music will not be as nice. Yeah, man. Sorry guys, next time remember if I forget. Okay. Okay, adventure. No guts, no glory. Yeah, so adventure. Commander Lord didn't say anything, but I assume he wants adventure too. And if you don't want, I don't care because I want adventure. So investigate. You carefully poke through the bosses, keeping a close eye on your footing. Despite your searching, you can see to find the source. When you return to your caravan, you discover that some of your stuff have been... Really? Man, we are fools. It's okay, man. This is what happened when you are two adventurers. Commander LOL, of course he didn't say anything because he know the output of all this, right? You know, man, everything. Okay, let's continue. I will not ask you anymore. In the crew is only Bowsy and Pixel Pincher and me. Commander LOL is the god. We leave money before in the shrine. Okay, Hark, you enter Silverfield. From Silverfield I can go only to Whitestone. It will be cool to see a map or even for this maybe like a I don't know a map with fog of war that you don't know everything and maybe through the tips that you get in the tavern maybe you get some part of the fog in the map discovered so you know if there is like more paths to continue because now we are in an end of the path, right? So maybe if you pay for tips and things some parts of the map are revealed so you can take better decisions about where to go and when and these kind of things. I don't know, just ideas. Because I didn't know this destination has no there is no way to continue. So if you have the fog of war and some options to discover places, you can like take more informed opinions, and as well you can invest the money. And I don't know, it has some like discovery. I don't know, the sense of discovery that I think would be fun. Okay, let's see, merchant. Let's bother. We have 15 gold, man. We need gold. We need to sell things more expensive. Man, this is not more expensive. This is cheaper. And the weapons, yeah, you will need to remember how much did you pay for things, right? I don't remember how much we paid for the bread. But I think I think it's yeah, like blind maps or someone telling you something, you know. You can have like both types of things, like visual clues that reveal parts of the maps can be maps that you pay for maps. And maybe the rumors you have like a log where you write things and you can have like rumors that are in writing saying these people says that the road from this other town continues to somewhere, so you will know you can continue there even if you don't see it. I think you can have both of them. I don't know if that makes sense, like visual ones and like for the map, like revealing the map, and then the writing ones that give you tips that you need to understand and put in context with the information you have. That will be fun. I like that. Okay, man, I don't know what to do here. Sell. I'm gonna sell bread, but I don't even know if I bought the bread more cheap than here at this, but I'm gonna sell the bread because we have to do something. Oh man, like the money they give you is less and less when you that makes sense. That make totally sense. But okay. Yeah, and man, I don't know what to do. We're gonna leave. Oh, tavern, they ask me for money. I will not pay for tips. We are leaving. Arrested in the buses. When taking out of there, you have suspicion is the same one as before. No, we were not going to investigate, right? We don't want to get robbed again, so I will just continue. Yeah, I think that will make the thing more integrated in the world too. And again, you will need to pay attention, review some notes, and put the information you have in context. That is fun for me. I love exploration games, and this can be a great exploration game that force you to but put in context the information you get. I think that will be pretty neat. You might have different outcomes, events. Okay, investigate again. Here we go. You guys, you carefully poke through the boxes, keeping the close eyes on food. Eventually, you enter a small clearing where the creatures must have been storing food. Oh my god, yeah, man, that was good. You feel one of your boss before making you get away. This is the revenge. We have corn now. Yeah, man, like it's smart, Bowsy. Again, the rustle in the buses. while taking the rest, blah blah blah. Investigate, right? We just learned that if we investigate, we can get nice things. So investigate. You capture the bug, blah blah blah. They stole our gold. It's again the same result. And no worries, Commander Lord. I totally understand, but the concept is nice. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, no silver field. We are going to Emerald Hollow. Yeah, let's go to Emerald Hollow. That's my wife behind me. I'm gonna read you guys. Wait a second. Yeah, like things like that, or even that can be through the tips in the tavern. You can have like some free tips in the tavern that are like, I don't know, things that people say, and maybe someone mentions something about the goblins having like a stash of food somewhere, and maybe that increase the chances of you finding the stash, something like that. Not like a sure event, but something that increase that. That might be fun too. Okay, off to the side of the place located a small offering shrine is the shrine, where I'm gonna leave a gold piece again. Okay, it gives us the same result, so we feel good. And now we are going to a new place. Chan. Arrested in the buses! You want to investigate, guys? Investigate or not? Adventure, let's go. Yeah, we made it. See you. Okay, we gained berries now. And now we are in the town. Merchant, let's see. Berry. Ah, we have 30 berries. Oh, that's good, actually. I'm gonna... They give us 6 gold per berry. Corn. We have 6 per corn. We have 33 corns. We got a lot. We steal a lot of things from the goblins, actually. That's good. The spare wheel is not good because we pay 175 for the spare wheel. The weapon 16, bread 18, armor. I'm gonna sell the berries. How much you need to sell? I'm gonna sell all then, I don't care. But if it goes down to 2, I stop to sell. It doesn't go down to 2. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same with the corn. And you know, this is free money basically because we stole from the goblins, so... and the tavern. Okay, let's get a tip here. I have heard that there are a lot of folk able to make use of the grape over in Strongel Monastery. Okay, let's recover our berries. No, man, we should go to the monastery. But now they're gonna scam me, right? Or it doesn't work like that. I'm gonna get some berries back. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you get worse deal. Not very sure. Or it's exactly the same. I don't know the mathematics here. I think it's exactly the same. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go to the monastery. Let's go. Okay, investigate, yeah. We gained wheat. Yeah, in the monastery they should want wheat. Ah, okay. Investigate. Okay, I messed it. I messed the whole thing. But we have corn now too. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, you're right. Grapes they give 12, but we have no grapes. Yeah. Okay, I will leave it here to play the other game. Okay, I get the feeling of the game already, and it's good, man. It's like, I mean, more content and a little bit of things we have talked before. I think will help, but in general, I like it actually. I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect about the game, but I imagine you have more time, and I'm gonna close the game because the music is too loud. Okay, you guys mind if I close the screen? Can I do it? give me. Go for it. Okay, I do. Okay. What I was saying is, I'm imagining this if you have more time for doing it and you work more on this, like having more images, like the one you have in the title screen. Things like give you the flavor of the text, like like you listen something in the forest, and then there is an image with the forest and things like that that put you more into the narrative of the game. That will be cool. That will be a nice touch, in my opinion. Then what I mentioned about the maps, like being this more obscure, you don't see the whole map, and you somehow need to discover what route to take, and all these things about the rumors or tips they give you in the in the taverns. That would be cool too. And yeah, it's like pretty much, I don't know, it can expand in many different ways. The this base concept you have, like maybe there is a war, and then if you provide swords to that place, and then something happen in the world changes because you provide swords to a like a city that is in a war against another city, and because you provide the weapons to one of the two cities, you trigger change in the world. That will be super fun, I think. Like you give these swords to this city, then the duke of this city attack the other city, and now they are under their control, and then something happens, something like Game of Thrones type of thing, like the politics change or something like that, and it leads to different endings, or even like open world. Maybe there is not even an ending. I don't know how difficult will be achieve that, but your like merchant activities are changing the how the world is saving. That will be like super cool, I think. Yeah, faction system. Yeah, exactly. Like something like that. Like that will be awesome. Yeah, exactly. And you, yes, and yeah, and your actions help to shape what is going on through like uh, traveling and selling stuff and buying stuff. You can even maybe buy a lot of stuff from one town, and then they will not have that thing there, and something happens. Yeah, man, like I'm like Bowsy, I'm all for war. I'm like messing up with this thing. I think that will be make a fun game, like doing these kind of things. Ah, yeah, the win condition. Yeah, yeah, I didn't ask about that. I didn't know what was the win condition. Yeah, I have to say that I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but the good thing is like I didn't know what to do, but I was already in the doing things. It was not a problem not knowing what I have to do. I was just I'm a merchant, so I need to go to towns and buy things and sell things in different places. So I didn't feel lost of what I'm supposed to do. I quite the opposite. I was like, "Oh, okay, I have to do this and that," and I was just like doing it. Shrine nerfing coming. I'm reading your last messages. The status of the towns, like brown grass instead of green, if they have less things. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, or if they are in war, you can see maybe like some like kind of like sig stuff, or like something like a old battle type of thing, so you will know these people has a war recently. They might need weapons, or they might need food, or they might need like medicines and things like that. Or if one town all the farms are destroyed, maybe they have like bad, or not destroyed, but maybe like the fields are dry, so maybe they have problems because it's not raining, no food. Like it can give you some clues about what items you need to bring here and there. Yeah, man, living from the shrines. Pixel pincher. You just go give one gold coin, and you are not hungry anymore. Yeah, I like it, Commander Lord. I like that sandbox feeling. I think this will make a nice sandbox game, actually. Like, it is not more about having an end, but it's like seeing how the game is being shaped, and just like role playing, you are a merchant. And then you can put some narrative inside that you can like develop some. stories or something like that inside the game, and it is more about the. I know this sounds like a cliche, but it's more about the path than the end of the path. So the fun part of the game is just like having this travel and seeing how this kingdom develops, or learning about what this kingdom have, what problems are going on, and discovering the land itself that can be rewarding and fun. Yeah, like quest or something like that. Like you can have like little things that guide you. Like I don't know, maybe someone speak about there is one part of the land that is and it's not discovered. There is no maps about, so maybe that can be a quest. Like you need to reach that part of the map that nobody been there before. And then if you go there, and then you can make a map, something, and come back to that guy, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, in general, good vibes. It give me good vibes. The game, it's fun. I don't know if you want to add something. Oh, Pixel Pinsel is writing. Yeah, guys, give me a minute because I need to go to the toilet. Okay, I'm coming back very soon. Just a moment. I'm back. Catching up with the message. That's interesting. Yeah, I remember they say they are making that. So I assume that I need to bring wheat to that town, right? If I bring wheat, it will be well paid, I assume. Bowsy. Yeah, it's very expensive, the tavern thing. I think you should have some free ones in the tavern and maybe some paid ones. And the paid ones is a bit of a lottery. You get sometimes like very good tips or like rumors, and other times is less. But if you have money to spare, you will always maybe think, okay, I'm gonna get some extra tips. Yeah, it was interesting, guys. Commander LOL, it was what you expected to seeing someone playing this? I mean, if you expect something, but I don't know if you saw someone playing this game, before me. Okay, cool. Okay, okay, nice. Yeah, but overall, nice. Huh? I like it. It was engaging from the beginning. Okay, so I gonna go playing the Trials of Naporia, which is the one from Tiny Team. I gonna double check this recording because he wanted to have it. Mm, I gonna save this so far. Should I do that or keep it? I gonna keep it all in one. I was about to cut it in two, but yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, I need to share the game window because if it has sound and I don't do that, you will not listen it. Okay, generating level. I'm gonna go to sharing this. Wait, this is moving already. I'm dying. Wait, I'm gonna let it die because I don't know how to control it. It is sad he's not here because I think this make pretty interesting to have you guys here while playing because you tell things. It's like it's interesting the conversation and it's interesting. You can answer the questions after the gameplay after I finish playing. Make more sense and it's nice. But I'm gonna try to do my best and yeah. And you guys, you can say things to share things. So when he see the video, that I know he was interested in doing this. He couldn't come, but he wanted to come today here. He will appreciate it. I need to share the screen. 1 second. This one, yeah. Go live. It doesn't have sound, but it has sound effects. I think. Uh, wait, can you listen? You listen me? I don't know how to restart the game. It seems like I cannot restart get the game. Escape. Have you played this one before? Out F4. Okay, so every time I close and open, I need to share the screen again because the game start directly, like straight into a battle. Like they are going to kill me constantly. I don't need to have sound for this because I think it doesn't have sound. I'm gonna try again. No worries. I will share the screen once again. Let's see if it doesn't start so fast. Go live. Okay. Okay, it totally changed. Okay, moving. Okay, you hit with the mouse, with the left click, you whip. Whip, wipe. I never remember how this word is say. Okay, there is some sound effects. There is no music. Okay, skeletons. Wait. Well, you can go a little bit into the into the walls. We need to take it. I don't know if we can break the game going into the walls. Wait. Oh, we got killed. I think this is because I got killed, or is because it was a bug, a bug. I'm not really sure. Let's try again. Huh, I'm gonna reopen. Wait, there's a Naporia. Here. Okay, so many skeletons here. Let me check if I can break the walls or something because before. No, you can't. I thought maybe you can go outside the level or something. Here you can walk. You can walk in the wall. Okay, but it seems that it doesn't get broke. Okay, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's too many skeletons. The random generation is dangerous. Like, ah, no, so many. Oh man, I pull one more. Okay, need to take my time. Oh, I got killed. Okay, before was a bug actually. When you get killed, you just get killed. Okay, let's try one more. Gonna close this one. Okay, Serenade. The scale swap. Where are we? Yeah, 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 man. It was like five of them right there. Seems like it is not generating the level now. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Something happened. Was not generating it. Live. Ah, now yes. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is better. Ah, yeah, yeah. I was attacking downwards. I mean, the controls are okay. Like, it is a little bit slow the animation, I think, but actually is responsive the animation. So it's if you get the timing, the correct timing, you can like easily like hit and you can easily dodge actually. But I was so bad that I was just being hit all the time. But it is kind of like precise. Let's go for exploration. It seems like I'm not sure. I would like his here, Tiny Team, because I think this is totally procedural generation of levels. Oh man, too many here. Yeah, Dark Souls. Yeah, but it's not that bad. I don't know if you have tried. It's not that it, you need to get used, but once you get used is consistent. When you get to the speed and how fast you hit, and it's good that you hit actually in the whip, like how you say that, like you hit. It's responsive in the way that when the sound effect come is when you hit. The white current, this will be cool to record that sort of precision. Yes, yes. But I think I don't know. I'm going to try to test. I think you hit when the whip do the clack, the slack thing. Like I don't know how to say in English that. I don't think you hit it until there is the I don't know the word in English. You guys know what I mean, right? Like the clack when you hit with the thing. It's not just like going through the monster. You don't make damage going through the monster with the whip. Is when it is like the clack in that moment is when you hit. Oh, it gave me that feeling. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it feels like that. Yeah. Let's explore a bit more. I don't know if there is. I don't know how much time he had to work on this, so I don't know if he includes some like loot or something else to discover in the dungeons, or maybe he has only just like the combat system, the dungeon generation. There is a interrupter here or something, right? I want to read what you are saying. No, I cannot go through. No, I tried. Here, you mean, right? No, it's not open. What happened here? This is an active item or something? No. Okay. It looks like something. I'm touching all the buttons just to see if they do something, but no, they do. I don't know if this was a purpose for this. Looks like a button. Maybe it's something he wanted to add but didn't have enough time. Seems not active. I don't know if it happens something when I work there. Okay, I think there is a portal that you get to. Okay, his arena started with similar sort of thing, but switched to the dungeon generation. Okay, I see, I see. Yeah, dark table something. Yeah, looks like a table something. Could be too. But yeah, or for a portal maybe. Yeah, it was spam there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna explore a little bit more so he can have a bit more feedback, or at least me playing. Or let's see if we find something else. Yeah, but will be cool if he's here because I find it. This is the first time I'm playtesting. I never did this before. Okay, like what we are doing today. This is quite interesting. I'm having fun. I'm feeling more powerful now. Am I? Or I just got better? I don't know. I feel like I killed the. I think it's the same, but before I was miserably failing in hit. Skill, yeah, man. I'm a pro. Okay, we are trapped. There is no exit here. Yeah, I explore all the available paths because the other one is closed. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it I won because I can't do anything else. I kill all the enemies. We explore all the available dungeon. There is something here that we will. Oh, no, no, you cannot. I cannot go through. I assume this was like some problem with the generation that there is a collision here because you collide with this. Yeah, you don't collide with this, but you collide with this piece, and in this wall is the same one. Yeah, I mean, like I say this to you, tiny team. Controls are okay. It's responsive. There is no lag. There is no. It's pretty responsive what I'm doing. The attacking at the beginning was a bit weird because of the speed. Like I don't know the speed, but it looks like 200 milliseconds per frame or something like that, or close to that. I think, and maybe I was expecting more like 100, but it's not because this is wrong. It's because it's the normal speed I do when I'm doing the animations of Mini Fantasy. For attacks, I normally use 100 milliseconds per frame, and I'm used to that. So I was expecting that to be at that speed. So it felt a little bit slow at the beginning, but once I get to the timing of the whip, it was easy to kill the skeletons. Easy in the good way. Like I can do what I want to do and kill them in the way I want to kill them. In the previous game, when I got a lot of them at the same time, that was more difficult, but as well because I didn't know yet the controls as good as now. Yeah, so I think you achieved pretty much what you wanted, and in the time frame of the jam, is like you have the dungeon generation. Despite the little error here, it it seems like it's doing a corridor. Like they are interesting in shape. Like you have the rooms, you have corridors. Yeah, like looks good. Like not bad generation. Can be polished, sure, but I think it is fulfilling the. Man, I forget English all the time. It is making what they have to do. It's serving the purpose, and would be nice to have more things to do. But yeah, like finding some items or changing weapons or something. But I understand with the time you guys have, this is more than success. I would say. I don't know if you guys want to add something for Tiny Team. I don't know if you guys have played the game or have some input to give to him so he can read. I will read what you guys say too for him. Pixel Pincher. I would have liked to see the map he created in the first place as well. Okay, because he did like manually. He made a map manually and then he changed for the procedural creation. Ah, okay, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't read the whole thing you guys were like talking about during the jam because One, I didn't want to get too much knowledge about the games you were doing, and as well, I was so busy with all the stuff like of the movie, like coming here, like I didn't have much time to check Discord those 2 weeks. Uh, it is a really good start for a game. Yeah, I think the same, Commander Lord. Some of the videos he has shared had an animation for the generating the dungeon, which I think would be very cool to have instead of the text. Yeah, that would be cool too. But maybe giving too much clue, right, about where things are. I don't know, maybe, or the shape. I like always the sense of discovering. I like when you need to discover things in games. Rune generation and connecting them with corridors looks good. Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah, except the bug. Yeah, I think that's a bug probably. Yeah, yeah, too much noise in the ground. And I agree with that. I mean, it's cool to have the variations, and it might be good if it is like really like I don't know, decayed dungeon with a lot of like the floor is too broken and uneven. Not bad, like, but yeah, maybe a little bit too much noise. Just reducing it a bit will look more natural in a way. Bowsy say something else. The variation will be perfect as indicators. The more destroyed, the more likely you are to discover skeletons. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, something like that. Less destroyed, more safe area. More destroyed, more dangerous, but better rewards. Pixel Pincher say, I think he should have the information about the room and corridor, so it could be an idea to decorate per room. That's an coding thing, I assume, right, Pixel Pincher? When you guys start to speak in your secret language, I get lost. Also visual. Okay, then I didn't understand properly what you mean. Pixel Pinches say you could have rooms with many broken tiles. Some are better, some rooms with completely different visas. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I understand now. Yes, split it up per room. The information should be there from the generation. Yeah. Palsy is writing something too. Yeah, these playtest sessions are very nice and sure helpful for you guys. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's very interesting to uh, blind play testing. I like it too. And as well, you play with other mindset. The things like when you know you are playtesting something, it's kind of like a nice feeling. Like it is fun in a different way. Bowsy say, would be interesting to see the algorithm for the generation because the runes themselves look like a normal dungeon. Tiny Dean, people want to know more what's behind the scenes. Everybody's writing. We're gonna wait to see what everybody has to say. I'm pretty sure Tiny Dean will appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot for helping with this. This pixel pincher display tests are extremely helpful. It was great to see that my game is not too easy. No, it's not too easy at all, man. I had the feeling it was too easy because you know it and you've been like playing it, probably testing, right? So you know it too well. But no, it was not especially easy. It was challenging. Yeah, it was challenging. I'm pretty sure if I play more, I will get better. But it was good. It was not so bad that you feel like it's frustrating because you can actually escape and dodge, and it gives you room to to try to get better shooting and all of that things. But it's not easy. You saw me. I died like a bunch of times. We will see Commander Law say he shared an article link if you want to read more. It's about the tiny team thing. Uh, Bowsy, what was also good was how you describe the whip. Once you got the hang of it, it looks satisfying on hit. Yeah, yeah. I think so. I'm not sure how it works, like the hitboxes and things, but it feels like it doesn't actually deal damage until the animation of the whip is complete, which makes sense for a whip. If it is a sword, it will not feel the same. If you are with a sword and you are hitting, I think you expect to get the feedback of hitting as soon as the sword hit the objective, right? But because the whip is a whip, when you are like doing that, you don't expect it will deal the damage until there is like the of the whip, right? Or at least I perceive it that way. Yeah, it felt like that while playing. It might be totally wrong, and maybe then Tiny Tin tell me, no, it's like as soon as you hit, you deal the damage. I don't know. It feels like it is not like that, and that's good. It was responsive in the way I will. Uh, I think it will like real with works in real life. So I don't know if it is the case for the game, but it felt like that, and I like it. Gonna close here. Hey guys, I'm sharing the screen. I'm not sure anymore if I'm sharing the screen or not. Let me know if I'm not sharing the screen. Me too. I have never been hit by a whip yet. Just ended. Okay, okay. Wait, that's my fault. Will be here. Go live. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Oh, Hun. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Welcome, man. You just arrived in the end of the play testing, but I have recorded everything. So if you are interested to see uh, the three games we played tested three games. Uh, and it was quite fun to do and interesting, very interesting. So welcome, I'm happy you are here. It was very familiar and chill, and yeah, I'm sure we will do this in the future more times because I don't know if you guys like it. I have a good time, and it was like really fun. And yeah, I'm just sad Hon that or Hun. Sorry if I'm pronouncing bad your name. That you came, even if it was kind of at the end. Yeah, I'm recording everything, so I will upload somewhere in YouTube probably. Uh, because it's going to wait a ton because we are already here for like 1 hour 30 minutes, so it's going to be a long one. You don't need to see everything. It is me talking a lot of no sense sometimes, but I think it was interesting, man. Like the playtesting was nice, and yeah, we were discussing here some of the things and opinions and ideas, and the feedback was quite interesting from everybody. Yeah, real multiplayer, man. Pixel pincher. I totally agree. You understand how awesome will be if it is multiplayer and now we can all of us play together? and you win because you know how to play better, or maybe not, who knows, because everybody's so competitive. Like, yeah, Pixel Pincher, it was really nice, and that your game in multiplayer will be very cool. So yeah, do it, do it, do it. I don't know how difficult will be to implement that. Maybe not easy, right? Yeah, tournaments, esports, man, esports is like Time Thieves is going to be on the top of the esports soon. I can see it. Okay, I don't know if you guys have any other thing you want me to play test. You too, Juan. Like if you want some, if you have something, even if was not in the jam, it's fine. If you have something you want me to play test, anything, some of your projects doesn't need even to be with mini fantasy assets. For all of you guys, it's like we have a little bit more time. I was planning to do a couple of hours today. Like if you guys need to leave, feel free to leave earlier. No problem at all. Don't I don't want you to feel like you need to stay here with me all the time. Is that I will totally understand. But yeah, just let you know if you have something else or chat about something, talk about something, make any questions about anything. Show me something, discuss anything, give me ideas for mini fantasy, like whatever. If you want to take the chance to, I don't know, share anything, do it now or do it never. No, I'm joking. Do it, please, anytime you want. Okay, Overwatch related. I got it. So that means like Commander LoL is going to expand in the game gen idea. That is a confirmation that development keeps going. We're gonna have more merchants and caravans and Game of Thrones going in the back. Yeah, man. Trader Tales. Here we go. Yeah, I have to say, like everyone's game was good. Like in their own by their own uh, rights. I don't know how to say. Someone is smashing the wall. No worries. Okay? I don't know if you listen, but they are smashing the wall. But I think it's my mom putting something like I don't know. I think she's hammering the wall for some reason. I'm not too loud. It's just my mom doing something. Here we go again. Can you listen? Blah, 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 blah. Bowsy got a question. Character portraits. Will that be a feature, for example, if done as a template, or will that be a complete theme? You mean, Bowsy, you mean in Mini Fantasy? Are we talking about Mini Fantasy? Yeah, it's like character portraits uh, could be a theme, or it could be, I don't know, it depends on the scope. If we go with a theme of character portraits, it will be bigger and covering more things. Maybe adding layers so you can create different, like more like a generator without the application part, but you know what I mean, like having layers with airs and things to create your home portraits. As well, we will need to kind of discuss what kind of aesthetics going, because mini fantasy, like we could do something as I did for Coke and Code. I don't know if you saw, like you saw probably the Tales of Yore. It has like a higher resolution characters, but in the proportions are like mini fantasy. It's way higher resolution, but the proportion of the head with the body and these things is very mini fantasy proportions. We could do something like that, or we could go in a different direction. That's something to think about, but yeah, it can justify a theme, I feel, and it will be, I can make a few too, like if it is like a feature, for like we do it like a feature instead of a theme. I it will have less and it can be a test too. So we can have both approach actually. Commandolo say, yeah, tons of ideas for it. Okay, so that means he's going to keep working on the project. Nice. Yeah, I would love to keep playing. So you can send me when you have something new. You are welcome, Balsi. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Yeah, portraits is something that is actually missing in the collection, I feel. We have assets for most things, but not for portraits. So that would be a nice addition too. That's going to feature suggestion after votes. Okay, yeah, we can make some template. That's for sure. It might be set the grounds for doing a full pack for that also. We normally do the opposite. Normally we do the opposite. Like there is like themes and then there is like features that are suggested, but actually can work the other way. Maybe there is a feature that is suggested like portraits. If people like it, it might justify to make like a full asset pack based on that concept. Yeah, hair, ears. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have a test. Like I don't know if I have this here. Wait, give me a second. I have. I'm sharing the screen, right? Wait, sorry. I did a test long time ago. This. This is actually following. Can you see it? This is following the the same style I used later for Coke and Code Tales of Yore, like the ones he is like using for the promotional thing and in the website. You see now? Or you see only Discord? Oh wait. I'm doing something, bro. Give me a second. I'm going to change the screens. Sorry, guys. Here. Now, now, no, no, no. We are here. Sorry. So this is I made this long time ago, and then when Kogan Code he asked me to do some of these things for his game, I follow similar. I'm not really sure if it's exactly the same resolution, but it's this kind of same aesthetics. So I was doing this. This was a test. Actually, I did. I don't know, like 2 years ago, like really long time ago. I don't know if you guys, some of you remember. Maybe Pixel Pincher was around here already. And this is like the eyes, the mouths. You see, there is different eyes. There is different mouths. There is different ears too, as you see. It was just a little sample, and then it's very easy to add like hairstyles, clothes, even items to hold in the hands, like things you can stick here, like I don't know, swords or other things. So it will be easy to expand something like this. Not saying like it needs to be necessarily this, but something like this that it can easily be escalated to add more and more things. Yeah, so it is something that originally I have the idea to work this on the side, like little by little, but that is never possible because I'm always like making too many things that I never can have a side project. So the idea for this was like, oh, I have a side project and I can end, adding more things in the future. But yeah, it's never possible because it's like one asset pack and the extra for Patreon, and then every month I have some commissions too, and it's like I never find the room to do it. Yeah, but it's just to show you an example. We could do differently and maybe other style. I don't know. That's up to what the community wants. But yeah, it's so I can show you a little bit. Yeah, this will be easy because adding eyes, adding all the things will be easy. Changing the eyes so you can add more expressions even for the same character will be easy. like change the face expression for the, like I don't know, like dialogues in the game if they need to be angry or they need to be excited or sad. All of that will be easy to change just by changing the eyes and the mouth. Commander laws, those are pretty cool. Those are possible uses for them. Personally, I'm also interested in having pre-made things to put on them. If there was a pack, yeah, but only because I'm pretty bad at the art side of things. Yeah, yeah, it can have like a lot of like different. If we do something like that, I will add probably a lot of like hairstyles, and based on like trying to make things based on what have the collection already. So I will try to make like hairstyles, like clothing, items they can hold, all of things based on what we have in the collection. That I think would be my initial approach to something like this, probably. So you can actually make portraits that reflect on what the asset we have already, what is in the gameplay, what you can have, like I don't know, the kind of weapons or tools you hold, hats or whatever. Yeah, and I thought I have more things, but I have only this screenshot. This is my folder, guys, of mini fantasy. I have here the Patreon things. It's a bit chaotic. Everything I feel like I'm a mess, always organizing things. As you can see, I have like mix of things here. Then the creatures icon, pattern extras, and here are all the packs and stuff. Okay, chat. I'm coming back to the chat. Uh, Bowsy say that I really want the small young animals as an asset pack, but having photos that match NPC stuff sounds awesome. Yeah, man. It's like everything has its own thing. The small animals will be challenging one actually. I'm interested to make it. It's something that interests me, but it's one of those packs that is challenging for me. I mean, there is some packs that are more challenging than others, of course, because I'm better in some things, so maybe not that good in other things that I need to develop skills while making it, which is very interesting too. But the animals will be difficult because of the small resolution of the collection. Making small animals is super challenging. But I'm okay taking on that. I'm sure I can do. Depend on the animals. Some of them will be very difficult. Like for example, cats and dogs are so small that making smaller cats and dogs is not even possible probably. But the larger ones, yes, that will be possible. Yeah, I back that stuff up. No worries. It is already back in it itself because when I like upload things to it, uh, yeah, I can re-download. So the collection is saved. But as well, I have it in the cloud. I I do regularly. I upload all my pixel art work to the cloud just in case something horrible happened to my PC. Yeah, for the Honse, like portraits, item wise, for the hero asset, might be a good starting point. Sure, man. Like, yeah. As I say, we go this direction and we do the portraits. Sure, I'm going to base them in what we have in the collection, and for sure, we will need the hero ones. That will make totally sense because uh, I know the heroes are used as characters already in some of the projects that people from the in the community are doing. So it makes totally sense that one of the first like pre-made things are like the hero, clothing, the helmets, items, etc. Yeah, exactly, Balsi. That would be indeed one that will be very nice to do and start with and will be useful. It's like it will be very like well-rounded thing. You have the heroes, you have the portraits for the heroes. Yeah, the druid portrait will be nice. Yeah. Yeah, all of them, and because they are the heroes, I can go more less generic because they are the heroes. So I could go a little bit more creative. I don't know, like maybe the barbarian has like some scars in the face or something like, or like even the safe, more barbarian safe face. keeping the style, like the rest, but making it like more brute. And yeah, it gives some options. Yeah, would be an interesting pack. Like it breaks up a little bit with the usual assets because this is different thing and this higher resolution. Yeah, and Pixel Pincher say could be a good topic for one of your streams, especially as it is a bit about finding a still that many people like. Yes, that's true. Like if someday we get this suggested finally, the portrait things, yeah, that will be good to have in a live streaming kind of like seeing what are the options, what we can do, what people like. I mean, like what people like is always you need to get always a middle point, and I assume always that someone will not like something. So there is a time that you need to take a decision, and there is always that you take a decision. It will not please everyone, but listening what people has to say is important, and I like it. And finally, it's like you guys make this possible. You guys make mini fantasy, and what you guys want to have is what I should be making. That's for sure. That is the whole thing about the Patreon, the suggestions, the voting pools, because I could be deciding things, but ultimately, you guys are the ones that know what you want, and you are the ones that let me be making mini fantasy assets. So I have to make the things people is interested in, and your opinions are always super valuable for me. Time this tournament, we need to set the style. Yes, man, Bowsy know how it works. So Pixel Pincher, until you don't have this in multiplayer, there is no portraits coming. Let's see what Bowsy is saying. Man, Pixel Pincher doesn't answer. If you don't want to make it multiplayer, look, he's in silence. We are calling you out, Pixel Pincher. Uh, this is kind of man. How you say AMA? In English you say AMA or you say ama? Because I tend to read it as ama because I'm Spanish and we read that way things. But I'm always like when I have to say AMA, it's like I feel like I'm saying it very badly. Have you ever had an idea that yourself want to see in mini fantasy? I am I. Okay, in German. Yeah, that sounds like English. I will say ama. Ask me anything, ama. Answering your question, have you ever had an idea you still want to see mini fantasy? Yes, sure I had, and sure I did. And when I started, for instance, when I started the collection, I made the dungeon because I wanted to make the dungeon. But as well, it's not a good example because by that time it was no other packs, so it was empty. Nowadays, there is some things that I would like to have in the collection. Yes, but to be honest, it's not a thing that bothers me at all because actually I like when there is the voting thing because I find myself working in things that maybe I will never think of doing. And it's kind of cool for me, like when you guys tell me you need to make this because you vote this and this month is this pack. It forced me to be creative in a way that I might not do if it is not by that way. So I don't know if I think I learned to love the way we decide the next assets now. And I'm very used to this because actually we are doing this for like 2 years already. Maybe, yeah, 2 years. Yeah, I think we are having the pulse 2 years already. I'm not sure if it's 2 years. If it is not 2 years, it's close to 2 years. Anyway, I get used to this, so it is very normal that I don't feel any month like I would like to decide by myself. I don't have that feeling at all. To be, this is being 100% honest. This is the way mini fantasy works, and I'm so used to that that doesn't bother me. And already 35 packs is a lot. It's already 35 packs. So we cover so many themes that I don't think there is a theme that is like, I wish we have this theme, but we didn't do yet. I think we touch already a little bit of many like cliche things for fantasy worlds that I don't have a thing that I'm missing or I want to explore this exact direction because I'm missing. I don't have that feeling. For example, I wanted to make something that was like more spooky or like we are doing Hellscape this month, but we already did the Necropolis. That the Necro is not so expansive in that direction in Necropolis, but we have already like something that is kind of like rotten ground, corrupted land, and there's already a little bit of like this like evil land type of thing. I was missing that before the Necropolis, but now we have Necropolis, so I was not like we are missing some this kind of like corrupted place. So I wanted to do the Hellscape before a lot, and I want to do it. I still want to do it, but I was thinking like it's missing a lot. The collection is missing Hellscape. I was like wondering why people don't vote more for this because it's kind of like one of these things like the fantasy games used to like usually have, right? Like this like the hell or some place that is the bad guy and is there. And Mini Fantasy didn't have that. And then in Necropolis kind of have it, and now we'll get fully because it's coming the Hellscape. Yeah, but as I say, since we have Necropolis, that I want to make this like bad guy kingdom feeling I used to have decreased quite a lot because Necropolis was a bit that. I don't know if that answered your question. Yeah, but it's like as I say, I like you guys tell me what I need to do next. I get very used to that, and it is actually cool. It's a thing I like. But it's, honestly, it is extremely interesting to hear that. I thought, why vote for Hellscape? That was the ugliest part for me. Treasure sewers. Yeah. And yeah, answer my question perfectly. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's like everyone has his own like things and what might be interesting for one, not at all for other. Yeah. You can tell with suggestions itself. If there is some suggestions that then you see like some people is excited enough to suggest, and then maybe it doesn't go so popular. So that is like these people make this suggestion because one love that idea or two need for their game. Is the two things I think. Maybe they are making a game and need that place. So it's just like let's see if it gets both enough. Or the other option is because they love the idea and they found it awesome. But then maybe they are not very popular. And it's like how different is like people's approach, right? And that's what I have to say. Sometimes it's surprising, like some themes get super popular that I didn't expect they will. Like I don't know. Sometimes it's one thing just explode 1 month, and maybe I was like not expecting that to happen. Yeah, like sometimes it's like I thought this one will be more popular, and suddenly no. Or was with suggested with suggestions. Sometimes I feel like one thing gets popular, and I thinking maybe next month is going to be like features being requested for this theme, and no features requested for that theme. Or maybe this theme was popular, and maybe they will suggest other themes that complement well with that one, and no, that doesn't happen. So it's very interesting always. I like it. And from the point of view of the collection and marketing is interesting for one thing because you guys okay, the community is not very big, but you guys are already like a good sample. It's like close to 200 people voting in the collection. So it's very interesting to see what you guys vote because I always think like what you guys vote makes sense to publish in each because you guys are developing games, you guys are you need assets, and you like it mini fantasy enough that you are here like supporting the continuous development of mini fantasies. I always think like what you guys bought is very important for me and very interesting because I think that will that will cover a niche or a thing needed in each marketplace. Because if you decide that, more people out there will think that is valuable or needed. So that's a great tool for myself to what is the direction of the collection. There is no better way to direct the collection than what you guys say, or at least that's my opinion. I could be like deciding by myself, or I could like get a middle point where you guys decide 1 month and I decide other, and I make what I want. But to be honest, is like for the collection, it's better that if you decide, not me. I think maybe it might be fun for me, or more like I want to do this theme and just like for me, I decide to do this. That might be more like for my creativity side, okay. But to actually for mini fantasy for the collection is way better if you guys decide, not me. So that's why too what I like this system, and I get used to this. That kind of like I couldn't do different way now. It's like I like it to be that way. Let's see what Commander will say. Commander law. At one point, there was the idea of a place where we could dump ideas that aren't suggesting. Yeah, this is another vote for that. And you go add to your ideas. Ah, yeah, that's true, Commander Law. Yeah, it's like I almost prefer it is. Yeah, we can do that somewhere. Like maybe like sharing a spreadsheet or something like that. I don't know how we can do that, but we can do it. But I almost prefer I don't put my ideas there. Not because I don't have ideas, but I think because it's more important. I don't want to how you say that. I don't want to make people bias of something because I say it. I don't know how to say that. I think I will create same quality assets regardless it is my idea or your idea. But I'm afraid people think that I will make better assets if I say I have this idea and I will make better. I will produce better assets because it's an idea that I say. That will not be the case. I'm sure of that. And it's even maybe the opposite. I think I get more like to think better and to try to do it when it's other person idea because somehow I feel I need to make it what they want it to be. When some of you propose something, I feel so much forced to do it well. I don't know if that might make sense because I think this person has a view of what he wants or what she wants, and then I will be failing if that person don't think these assets are good enough. That will not happen in the same way if it's my own idea. I don't know if that makes sense. Commander Law says, sometimes I can think of good ideas for each character. So pulling something from the past would be net. That's true. That's true. I know that's difficult sometimes, and I notice like many people don't suggest things. It's like the suggestions list. People with with suggestion rights is way higher than the suggestions itself we have. That's a thing. But but I understand too. It's not easy, and we are doing this already for a couple of years. So a lot of things have been suggested. So I understand someone don't know what suggest. Pixel Pictures say, are the forum threads a theme by now for the mini fantasy server? Not yet, because I need to make it a community. If I'm right, I was reading about that, but I think I need to make the server a community, which is not right now. I think it is not available yet because just because my fault. Basically, I think I need to make it a community. I was reading, but it was right before moving back to Spain, and I read it and then I forgot honestly about that. But yeah, I will have a look again on that. For sure, that will be useful in many cases. I think. About it, oh, that reminds me of a question I had. Let me know. I'm gonna welcome Asaka 110. I'm gonna call you Asaka. I don't know if I'm pronouncing well, Asaka. Nice to have you here. We've been here already like 2 hours. Oh my god, 2 hours already. I'm worried you guys are tired of listening me. We've been playing the games already, playtesting. I'm recording all of this. I will upload somewhere. So if you have interest in watching it, the whole thing, or just like watching some parts that interested you or the playtesting, you will be able to do that. And welcome, and I'm happy to have you here. I'm so happy a lot of people show up finally. Like I wasn't expecting that. And now going back to Bowsy. Sorry, Bowsy. Uh, can months be written to another person? What means can months be written to another person? I don't get it. Bowsy. I'm gonna keep reading your message. Maybe you explain me that. My first suggestion for a thing was Atlantis. Okay, I realized that I wanted that. I wanted from that I could do myself. Okay, pretty easily by adding a filter to the temple asset, and adding the other asset and seaweed. That now another person say Atlantis was missing. Could someone take the +1 month that I collected on Atlantis? Ah, no. Yeah, okay. I understand what you mean. No, because when you change that is per person, okay? So when you change your suggestion, you lose the stacking point you got. We did this way for one reason. Like for the other assets, all the points always plus plus plus. So if you get 10 points 1 month and next month you get 4 points, you get in total 14. Why we don't do that for the themes? Is because the themes are only one theme make per month. So if someone join the the troll the troll higher tier that they can suggest themes, if the every month the theme points stack, it will be extremely difficult for newcomers, so their theme is choose. So we decided we talked it by that time when we were doing the pools, when we were deciding to do the pools, we talked in the community, and I think we somehow reached that conclusion. If you make that, that will be very frustrating for newcomers because the ideas will be very far of being becoming real. So we decided that every month everybody get to zero and the themes need to be voted again, and only 1 point per month, so you get a little bit of bonus. And if you want to see your theme made and you wait long enough, you are having some chances of it happening, regardless it is not the most popular all the time. I don't know if that makes sense what I just explained. I don't know if I explained it clearly, but that was the reason. So you cannot give points. I don't keep track of, oh, this thing was suggesting one and I have this right somewhere. I don't have. I don't know if I understood it wrong. I don't know. I don't know if I understand what you mean now. It's like Bowsy, if you suggest Atlantis, and you keep this month, Atlantis start next month with one vote. If you don't change Atlantis, next month will be two votes, starting with two votes. So if people vote 10 times, it will have 12. If it is not the winner and you wait one more month, the third month it will have 3 points, like that. It increases 1 point per month. Yeah, I think I'm maybe I'm not explaining very clear this. I'm not sure if you guys understand what I mean. It's basically you get a point per month old your pack is. Yes, that what happened. If you ditch a theme, the 3 points that were in that theme disappear. You reset. It's per person. You reset it. Yeah, yeah. Is that? Is that because it's because I don't keep track of all the things people propose? That is one of the reasons. Uh, because to be honest, I will need to think about that, but I don't know if that could be abused some way. That that thing. Maybe not, but just I will need to think about the implications of like keeping a track of everything that happens, and as well because people sometimes suggest similar things in different ways. So maybe might be a theme for a while that is X, and then no one votes, it gets removed, and then other people suggest something similar, and for some reason gets super popular, but it's not exactly the same. Bowsy say, uh, is just writing yet. Yeah, it can change. It's like because the theme is very general idea, right? So it can be like Hellscape, for example, with Hellscape. Hellscape. This is a very general idea. It's like I will have okay hellscape. I will see what I think of a hellscape, but someone can suggest something more specific, like a frozen hellscape, and then that will change totally the direction. It's just an example, a random example, but just like adding something to the description of the idea might change it quite a lot, actually. Yeah, kind of. Because Nomads, what happened with Nomads? We got the feature that was the cards, right? And it was covering already Nomads somehow. But then I asked Bowie, because Bowie was the one that was like suggesting that one. I asked, this covers already what you wanted? And then he say no, he thinks more something of like the Dark Moon Fair of World of Warcraft, right? Yeah, so it evolved to that, and then I say like this will make sense to make like a carnival type of tile set that is not exactly nomads. It evolved a little bit in other thing. Yeah, sometimes happen with some of the assets. It happened like that. Like I changed the name at some point because I feel like it represents better what the assets are. I sometimes change the titles as well because I think will be more easy to understand when they are on each the pack. Sometimes someone suggests a name, and then I think, oh, maybe this name will be better if we go into more descriptive name that describes better what the pack has. It happens with the Carnival pack, for instance. Yeah. Hey, guys, how are you doing? I'm worried all the time you are just here with me because I'm here just keep talking. I don't know if you guys are tired or just let me know freely. Yeah? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my time here, but I want to know how you feel, guys. I don't want to feel like I'm just like keeping you here from doing other things. Okay. Glad to know like you guys find it interesting. Asaga, okay. It's like here where we are. I say me. It's like I'm not very sure where you guys are, but I'm in Spain and it is 10 in the night, 10:14 in the night. But you just woke up, so you are in America, yeah? Good morning. You are with the coffee now, yeah. Yeah, that totally can be, yeah. So what that cannot sleep well. Yeah, man, it has been very pleasant night for me. I'm enjoying this talk a lot, like talking with you guys, playing the games, of course. Yeah, I think this is great. I always thought that this chance will be great to know more each other. You guys know me more, and you see me talking a thing, and maybe you put a face into the person behind the assets, and I don't know, my character, whatever. Like, but me too. I'm knowing you guys more because we are, exchanging opinions and things. I love it. I'm liking it. It's like I'm totally down to do this more times because I'm enjoying. I was a bit nervous before starting, but I have to say it's been like great time. Commander Law says it's interesting to listen and read along, but I have no got it up in the background doing other things. Okay, yeah, no worries, man. Understood completely. Mini podcast. Yeah, I don't know. You have some more questions, something else? If not, we can wrap up and leave it here. Up to you guys. If someone want to ask something or share anything, feel free to do it. Mm. Guys, I'm gonna show you something meanwhile. Look, I did this for my brother. This is a present I did for my brother. This thing there, you see? That is in pixel art. I don't know if you guys can see from here. That's pixel art. It's a portrait of my brother I did for him, and then I printed in. I printed like in aluminium uh, planche, and it's super cool. It's very nice. I think I have maybe I have this here. Let me check the original thing. I like when I see things made with pixel art that is not assets too. Is very interesting to see. I have this here too. Like speaking of things made with pixel art that are not assets, I get this from Tales of Yore, and it is my cup I use for drinking every day. I drink my coffees here all the time with naked dude with a cup. Let me check 1 second. I want to see if I have that original. I don't have it here. I cannot show you, sorry. I don't have it here. I have it in the hard drive somewhere. I need to check for it. Uh, uh Bowsy, I mean, if we don't hold you up from something, I would mind asking more. Yeah, ask a couple more things. No problem. I didn't have dinner yet, but it's fine. One second. My wife is asking me something about dinner. I think. Give me a second. Un poquito. A lo mejor estoy un ratillo más. Sí voy a cenar, pero a lo mejor estoy todavía un poquito más. Pero terminamos dentro de poco, ¿vale? Okay, I'm back. Please continue. Yeah, I didn't have dinner yet, but it's fine. In Spain, we have dinner very late. So now it's 10:20, and yeah, it is pretty much like dinner time here around this time. So I can go a bit more late. It's not especially late. We live slow in Spain. Next time I have to put some music right in the background, something feels so. No, that not because you guys might be listening your home music, right? Or listening different stuff in the background. So if I put music, it would be a mess. Okay, so for the themes you posted, some updates to bring them up to the current style of mini fantasy. How many are left? Okay, you mean like when I'm updating? I will tell you. Let me open the each thing. I will review there easier. Mm, yeah, the outline will be added to everything basically because older packs, especially the oldest ones, doesn't have the outline because like the standards I set up some standards when I started the collection, but they mature and crystallize in like more solid standards for certain things, right? One of those things is the outline. Now you probably notice all new assets are like they have outlines in basically everything. So the way to know which one are updated and which not, the updated one has the new frame that is more detailed. Like all frames is this one that is just like plain yellow. And the new ones that with updates, you see all the updated one has this like new flashy frame. Let me read. Fan Santa like you oh didn't realize that. Yeah. So when I use that as a clue for myself, so to know okay I update these ones to the new standards. So we have dungeon, creatures, forgotten planes, and towns are updated. Weapons are not updated, and I will update, but it's not in the top of the priority list. But the update for this one will be adding information about the animations because in that time I didn't make the text files. I will be adding two GIFs because in that time I was not adding GIFs to the images. It's not a big update. It's just like quality of life kind of thing, like to make it easier for you guys. Then the mini fantasy maps. This one, I don't know how I will update this one because it's a little bit of like side pack that is not like going with the rest of the collection exactly. That can be used for the UI and making maps, but it's a bit its own thing. It's the only thing that is a bit of its own thing. I feel maybe I will add some outlines here, but I'm not sure if they will fit. So this is on hold. I don't know what I will do with this exactly. Farm is updated, desert is updated, caves is updated, icy wilderness is update. I have the update made, but I didn't do it. Uh, Fans and tons like you added. Okay, okay. I thought you would write something new. It was your message. Nothing. This one is the update is made, but I need to push in. I did because I didn't have time to do it. This one is in the line. This one is going to be one of the next one doing the swamp. Uh, Fantasy Tiny Overworld. I think I don't know if it needs an update. Maybe because some of the things has outline and others not. So this will probably get an update, but it's not in the priority. This will not be updated in any way. I will change eventually the frame, but I think the magic one doesn't need to be updated. Crafting and professions. I will update this because it's super ugly. I don't like mini fantasy crafting of professions like cover, especially after mini fantasy and professions 2 that I like a lot the cover. But doesn't need to be updated. Actually, it's pretty much working everything. But yeah, I need to change the cover. This will be updated. Towns too need to be updated. It's not updated, but will be. Uh, which month? Castles will be updated very soon. So soon that will be updated this month, I think, because I need to make I need to make the extra about the broken walls of the castle. There is an extra feature from last month that is broken walls of the castle, and this is not updated, so I need to update it before being able to make it. Because I'm not going to make the new feature of breaking walls without updating it because it's gonna be stupid because I will need to work twice later. So I will do all at the same time. So probably this month, next month, as too late, I will push this one. Elven Kingdom, yeah, it's so many packs, right? Pixel Pincher. I can't believe too. It's like I started with one. This is kind of wild for myself too to see how big this become. Yeah, man, Bowsy, this month I'm trying to catch up with everything because basically last month was horrible in terms of because I didn't have time to work at all. Like I have no time. I made this is crazy, guys, but I made the Carnival pack in 12 days. I don't know how I made that. It's like I made the whole pack in 12 days. I started and finished in 12 days. I worked long time every day, but that was crazy because it's actually pretty big pack. I feel and with characters and stuff. Uh, and yeah, I'm very late now. Like I have a crazy delay, but I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I'm going back to normality now. Still, I'm not really sure I will be able to catch up fully for starting fresh January, but that's my objective for this month to finish everything from last month and everything from this month. So good. We are going good. I put myself in a problem like doing the Santa Claus and all the new Christmas pack, but we will see how that goes. But I'm doing my best, guys. Do you have a coffee pipeline run through your room? Yeah, I love coffee. I try to have only two per day, one in the morning and one after lunch to keep going. Yeah, but yeah, I love coffee. So yeah, this one, Elven Kingdom, need to be updated. Doesn't have outlines. This one, right? It doesn't have outlines. Yeah, it doesn't have outlines. This will be updated eventually. I don't know when, but yes, it's one of the next that will be updated. Darwin Kingdom need to be updated too because that doesn't have outlines. And after this one, all of them has outlines. I set the new standard in builders. The new standard. outline for everything standard was like the side 100% that I said like I have to do this way. That was when I released Mini Fantasy Builders. So after that, everything has outlines, and after that, pretty much nothing will be updated because everything is following the what I consider now the standards. Yeah, it's like having so long time making the collection make it a bit like difficult because it's like you realize this is better this way, but I have a lot of packs, so anything you decide or want to change or want to upgrade, I need to think carefully because if I decide to add, it need to be consistent. This is a thing I want to achieve in the collection. It is like consistent, so everything is very fit well. One thing another can fit from different packs, so you guys can do edits easily and all those things. So making this kind of decisions is hard sometimes. Like when I decided to update the thing to have all outlines, I was like, oh my god, what I'm doing, because I know I need to go through a lot of things, but this is what it is, and I think it's worth the effort. So yeah, there we are going. So you go. To answer your question more precisely, I will be updating Darwin Kingdom, Elven Kingdom, Castles, Towns 2, and Silent Swamp, and Icy Wilderness that is already done, but I didn't push it out yet. It's 6 packs in total I need to update. They will be updated. They are essential to be updated. Other ones maybe is adding something like in here in weapons and maps and tiny overworld. We will see how it goes, but the tileset that are like main tileset are those 6. Uh, nah, it's okay, man. Thanks you for asking. Thanks for asking, and yeah, I'm glad I can give you a little bit of light in these kind of things. Those things are very like I'm very familiar with this because it's my plans and I have to do this and that. But I understand this get very blurry for you guys because not because I don't want to tell you, it's because like I might think about one thing and I don't say openly, or maybe I say sometime, but the chat go up and it get lost there. So yeah, feel free anytime you guys need, not only here, but anytime you need, just you can ask me directly things. I will try to answer as quick as I can and as precise as possible. Yeah, many packs, man. I started with the little dungeon first. Like that was crazy. How this grows so much. That blows my mind. It's still blowing my mind. Yeah, the mock-ups. They are fun to make. I enjoy making them. It's like a hate and love relation, not because I don't love to make them. It's very fun and it helps me to understand the pack. So it helps me to understand the pack so much that because I'm making the mocha, many times I notice I'm missing this or I have to add this or it will be nice to have this. So it helps me to make the pack itself because it gives me perspective. But the hate, the love and hate, the hate part of the relation is like I'm making them always at the end of the month when I need to release the new pack, and I'm always in the deadline. So it's always like I need to finish this. I need to finish this. So it's like it's kind of like a fight between I wanna do it so much and I enjoy, and I don't have time to do it. I need to finish. Yeah, I noticed that. It's the raided village and the town, right? I noticed that. So good, so good to see it. Yeah, so good. Yeah. And nobody asked this, but for me, one of my personal favorite packs, I will say now, I like temples and shrines. I like that pack. I think it because it's very modular, and I made it with that in mind. That is very mixable. I don't know. I have fun making it, and I like the result of it. Necropolis, I like it too. I have to say, like the latest packs are my favorite. I think. I I don't know. I think some of them has more quality. Not like the other ones are bad. I think every pack has its own qualities. But I don't know. It's like I've been working so long in this style that I feel more in control every time. Every month I feel more comfortable like making assets in this resolution and the graphic style of mini fantasy that I don't know, like I feel I can do things I couldn't do before just because I got more skill working in this resolution. Like I don't know, like I see some of the packs and I say, man, this is good. It's so small and the resolution is so low, but it's very rich. I feel there more recent packs like the Jungle, the Necropolis, the Space Derelict to have that thing that is like Sips and Dogs too actually. I like it a lot. But yeah, it's like earlier packs, not like they are bad because I don't think they are bad, but now packs, I don't know, has more depth in a way. Going back to your message, Bowsy, the biggest surprise for me was sci-fi. I voted for it, but I couldn't imagine how that would fit in the stage and the background. Yeah, man, I'm glad. The 4K visual, yeah, it's like I didn't myself. This is a fun thing. I didn't myself decide I gonna do it like type of like 40K space hulky aesthetics. It was not like a thing I was planning since it was there in the list because it has been sci-fi was in the voting list for a long time. Like I don't know, almost a year or more until I sit down to start to make it. When I sit down that day to start to make it, at the beginning, I have the idea of making something more like generic in a way, like not so much of that vibes. Like I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna make up the relic. It has to be with some aliens. I was more thinking of the aliens from the Alien the movie, that kind of thing, and I wasn't very sure about the human characters or the other parts. And I don't know why it suddenly clicked. And I said, how to make something like armor? And it was, yeah, like a space marines. And then I was trying to make a space marine. The first thing I made for that pack was the space marine. And then I love it. I was instantly in love with the space marine. I make the walking animation because you guys don't know this. I normally make, uh, when I make a creature, the first frame I make is uh, it's like a standing, like a needle, but the first frame of needle animation. I make the first frame of needle animation in the four directions, so it gives me like a 3D like feeling of how the character will be. And then the next thing I make is the walking animation. I don't even finish the needle animation because by making the walking animation, I get the vibes of the character more the way it moves, how heavy it is, if it has 6 frames or 8 frames or 4 frames for the working animation, or even 2 frames, like the skeleton has only 2 frames. It gives me the vibes and how it works, the pace it has, how heavy the character is. So I made the working animation and I get it love. So basically, I make first frame of Idle for the Space Marine. I say, oh man, this is cool actually. Then I make it working and I say, I was sold to myself into making it like 40K type of thing. That was how it happens. And then I say, okay, like it is a space derelict. This is a space Hulk, and I just went into let's make like a space Hulk like type of like asset pack. So that's the history of how I made it. And yeah, it was fun. It was like you say about it. Everybody was like super positive feedback. Like you guys, everybody loved it. The pack. I mean, maybe not everybody. I suppose some people didn't like it probably because maybe they don't want sci-fi assets. But in general, very well received. Way better than I expected because actually being there for a long time, people normally didn't vote for this. It has its times, almost winning couple times, but then it was not popular again. And yeah, I was thinking, yeah, maybe it's not ready the collection yet for having this like spin-off. People was so excited that I was like, oh my god, people is so excited. I was worried maybe people get so excited that no one want to like suggest like all the things like the fantasy ones we do normally. I was like, oh my god, maybe now people start to suggest some vote for sci-fi, and maybe some people feel like bad because they join mini fantasy because mini fantasy, not because mini sci-fi, right? But no, like after that, no one suggests anything for sci-fi, not themes, no features, nothing. It was just like one pack, and for now it's only one pack, which is fine for me. Yeah? It's like I'm not like complaining about that at all. It's like as I said before earlier today in the conversation, it's like I'm happy you guys are in control of the direction of this because you guys better than anyone what you want. So I'm all for that. I speak too much, man. I feel like I talk too much. I go in podcast mode. Blah, 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 blah. I'm drinking water, no coffee, by the way. Okay, Balsi. So you are not familiar with the background with the lore of 40K, or you mean that? Hon, I personally would love an item to the sci-fi pack through as most basic subscribe is not up to me to decide. Ah, but Hon, feel free to tell to people. It's like we have the chats, we have the chatting, we have suggestion chat, those, especially suggestions chat. It is, I think the naming is not good because people usually use it to make suggestions in general about anything, not only the asset, but actually suggestion chat is for the people that can suggest and people that cannot suggest because they are in the lower tier, but they can tell. It would be nice to have this because you can give ideas to people that actually they can suggest and maybe they don't know what to do. So feel free to talk and speak up your mind. It's fine. This is what the Discord is for. Listen the background of mini fantasy that you talk about. Okay, okay, okay. Got it. No, see, I got what you mean. Okay, okay. Yeah, and you like to know in deep, and I like to speak. So worst combination because we can be here until tomorrow 6 a.m. Yeah, but it's interesting to speak about this for me too, because to be honest, I usually don't have the chance to speak the ins and outs of mini fantasy because it's like I don't know. It's like I don't go to my family and friends to tell them, hey, my collection has this and that, because most of them don't care. I mean, they care about me and about my things, but they are not into making games or game assets and these things. So I just don't go to telling them these things often because I assume they don't want to listen to me speaking 1 hour about this. But you guys, if you have questions, I'm super happy to answer because it's nice to speak about these things, and many times it's helped me too to realize things and well, Bowsy, what you say. I mean, if your family doesn't come from other room, you can talk more. Yeah. Yeah, I will stay 20 minutes more max, okay? At 11 here, I will cut because I need to cut in some point. Not because I'm like, oh my God, this is too long. Not at all. I'm enjoying a lot. But just to put an end at some point. And as well because I didn't have dinner and I want to have dinner at some point too. I'm not very hungry. I went today to have lunch with friends and my wife, and we were having like we eat in an Italian restaurant that was very cool, and we eat a lot of pizza, so I can resist a bit more. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have something else. You can ask me now if you have all the question about anything. I will try to answer in the best way I can. Okay, I have a question, but I will leave others the priority because I already asked it so much. Yeah, okay, it's up to you. I don't know if maybe other people doesn't have questions or specific questions, or maybe they are doing other things. Could be too. It's been a very long. like chat long streaming, so I assume like people might be doing other things. That's completely normal. So I don't want people to feel forced to, I know how these things goes, and sometimes I'm listening a live streaming and I'm doing other thing. I'm not even watching the screen or being able to be interactive. So I don't like to push people into interact with me, ask me things. It's like if someone want, I'm happy to answer, but no pressure at all. I want people to feel comfortable always. Boss is writing. We are waiting for him. Too much silence. I don't know what to say now while we wait. I feel I have to say something. Okay, here is the question. How do you start and decide what to animate? Because, for example, with the rat people, I was flabbergasted. I don't know what that means. Flabbergasted about the sniffing animation, like the one pixel nose, and it is sniffing. Sniffing. Do you try and err a lot, or can you visualize something like this in your mind? Okay, one question I have. Uh, you, you mean like the nose animation was easy to understand because that student? Ah, okay. So you think that move of the nose was good, so you understand it is sniffing. I got it right? Okay, okay, got it. Uh, at this point, because I have, it has to be with what I just said 5 minutes ago. At this point, I feel pretty in control of the assets a lot. But it is because I try a lot of things and I fail many times making all the assets in the collection. So I feel I'm more precise now and I feel I can do more things in terms of animation, for example, with the characters, because I understand well how works the bodies in so small resolution of mini fantasy and because I have the experience of animating hundreds of them already. I don't know how many creatures we have. I think over 100, like 100 something, right? So in those 100 something creatures, there is all sorts of things. There is like animals, there is like monsters, there is like humanoids, there is like I don't know, ghosts and whatever. There is many different things. So it's set already a very good base for me, like a foundation of knowing how animating in this specific resolution works. And being so small is a little bit like abstract, some of the animations. Like I don't know how to say, like it's almost like an icon. Some of the animation. It's not so much of the animation, but what is the iconic something of that move you want to animate. Going back to the sniffing, is like it is an exaggeration of the nose moving, right? Almost cartoonish. So this is what I mean with the iconic thing. Like making that thing for me, from my point of view, is like very like cartoonish, iconic, like an icon of the move of like sniffing things. So in that thing, that was my mental process while creating it. Of course, every time I animate, I need to test, and many times it doesn't work. So I create the animation, check it, and edit, adjust. So now the animation, I was like, okay, this doesn't work, and I just like rethink again. I say need to animate in a different way. And yes, I try a lot. With the rat, for instance, I was making a lot of tests of like for the idle animation of those things. Is like specifically because the rat is has a different body too. Like it was the first one in the collection that has the body of the rat. It's very thin. before we never have that before in any creature. It's the first one of its kind that could be used in the future for others, but the body is super thin. So in that one, that was new. So I needed to try like different things, how it works, the walking, the animation, the thing. It is readable too. Like people will understand this is a body. I made these questions to myself a lot while making graphics for Mini Fantasy because sometimes I'm making the assets, so I'm biased by myself because I know what I'm making. So I cannot avoid seeing it like the object of the creature that I'm making because I my brain know already. And with pixel art, in especially in low resolution, it works like that a lot of times. If you see something in a way, it's very difficult to see it in another. So I'm worried about that because Mini Fantasy is very small, and I always thinking like people will understand what is this, or I understand because I already know what I'm making. So with the rat was this the case, and I make a lot of tests. And with the rat, give me headache the tail because I wanted to include that tail that I didn't include because including the tail was making it a mess of pixels that I was like, I think people will not see the tail. And then especially from the back view, it was like very messy, like because I wanted to animate the tail moving like this when it's walking, right? So when the tail was going up, the body was so thin that it was covering the body itself and it was creating a mess. So I spent a lot of time trying to include the tail and I discarded at the end because I was not satisfied. I think the thing that the tail had was less important than the mess it creates in some of the moves. So I discarded. So yeah, answering the question, I try a lot. It's a mix of both things. I have already a good view, a preview of how the animation will look like probably, but yeah, I need to try a lot. And I check a lot of references too, all the time. This is a thing like if you are making like creative work, like not only for like pixel art or illustration or whatever, but for anything, I check references all the time. I check rats, I check like rats humanoids, and I see illustrations. I see how other pixel artists approach these kind of things if there is available in internet to check. I check the real animal. I check how the real animal moves. I try to get influence to decide how I'm going to animate it. So when I work, I have always like a browser open, and I'm always time googling things that I'm drawing to see in different styles, the real thing, everything possible to get the inspiration from. Yeah, that's that's the way I do. And for example, for the rat men as well, like we have another asset that if I'm not wrong, the werewolf. I think the werewolf do the sniffing thing too, probably. And I can't say 100%. But we can check actually. I think the werewolf do that. So I think I have already that. I know this works already from before. I'm not really sure. I didn't check the werewolf when I was doing the. Oh man, where is the werewolf now? I have a mess here to find it. Wait, I would like to check it. The werewolf is awesome. I like that one too. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, here I found it. I don't know if you guys have shown the werewolf before. It's super cool one. Wolf shape. Wolf shape. I think the eagle it has the sniffing. Uh, uh, Either here. Yeah, it has a sniffing here. Look, so it reminds me of this. That's why kind of like I knew. I think in the rat is better though, maybe than here. Yeah, but it's here is sniffing, and yeah, so kind of like I knew for this one. Man, oh, I close it. The werewolf. I love the transformation. I don't know if you guys have seen this. The transformation gif here. Look, I love this one. It's like it's very unique. There is no many of these ones in the collection, like transformation and things like this one. And not often seen. I don't see this character often in the in the projects you guys are doing, but I like it. It's one of the characters I don't see much, and I forget sometimes like we have this in the collection. Yeah, again, long answer for your question. Maybe too long answer for your question, but that was That's the process I follow. Perfect length and interesting points, especially that you have to think about what others see and not. The, yeah, yeah, that's a thing, man. Like I feel that's a thing, and sometimes sometimes you guys let me know, you know. So I always try to not be fixated in my home perceptions of things because those are the less important. The important is what people see, not me, because this is not for me. This is for people, right? So that's very important, and I try to make it. I always I can, not always I can do it, or sometimes I have an idea and I still thinking this is good, so I don't change it. But always, if I get feedback saying something doesn't looks good, I always try to fix that because it's like you need to listen people that use your things, and that's I think for artists or creators sometimes it's difficult. I feel you need to learn to accept feedback. You need to learn that feedback is a valuable thing, and it's like that. Even if you make something, you are not always right, and it's like in the end it's like the creator, you can say is never right, because if your art has like a purpose, the users are right. I don't know if that makes sense. People using your art, the art you make or the work you make, not only for art, for anything, they are the ones that set if it is good or not, or if it is valuable or not, or it can be done better or improved. Yeah. So I always try to, it's like when you guys give feedback, it's important for me, and I take it always seriously. Yeah. A last question or something, some words, someone want to say anything? We have time for one more whatever. One more question, or I don't know, anything. But we have 5 minutes more of streaming. Oh man, this was glorious. I have fun. I have to say it was great. No more questions, but for the evening answer the question. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, thanks to you guys for showing up. I feel super comfortable. I was a bit nervous at the beginning. I was asking Pixel Pincher to help me to set up the camera and things. He helped me like I never did in Discord, so we were like checking this was working before opening the thing, and I told him like I'm a bit nervous because first time doing this, but I have to say I've been more comfortable than I was expecting, and I enjoy a lot this, and yeah, I hope we will be doing this uh, regularly in the future. Next year we will doing more of this. If people like, I have a great time, and I think will be great. Thank you, Pixel Pincher. Yeah, thanks to everybody. Really, you guys are awesome, man. It's like this community. I don't deserve the community we have. It's incredible. I it's still fucking blowing my mind. This become this is just like a, I don't know. This sounds cheesy, but this is like a dream come true type of thing. Like everything created around the mini fantasy and you guys and everybody's so nice. Is just awesome. Yeah, hon, I will upload. Promise. I will check probably in YouTube. Because it's long. It's really long. The video is 3 hours or something like that. So yeah, I will be uploading this, and you will be able to see it. Yeah, it was great. The part of the trying the video games, it was awesome. Like super interesting. I really have fun, and the games were very cool, all of them, and I think it was nice. Interesting to have the person making the game and me playing and then talking about the game and what I like it and all these things. It was really great. Commander Long, yeah, really good. I have been preparing food for the last hour for Christmas party. Ooh, and it is interesting to hear just those mini podcasts for sure. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, so we're gonna call it a day here. All right, and yeah, again, thanks to everybody. See you soon. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening, wherever where you are. And bye bye. Go night something too, and stay with the family a little bit before going to sleep. Yeah, good night, and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a working day for me, so I will be around. Can see you tomorrow. I hope you guys can enjoy tomorrow and not working like me. I will be making some assets, so I will be around probably most of the day. So bye bye. I gonna cut because I don't know how to cut. This is always so weird. So I will just like cut. Okay. So see you. Love you. Mwah. In Spain we give kisses. So mwah mwah mwah. Bye.